Emma was a woman who lived in a small town. She had a big dream. Her dream was to become a runner. But Emma had never run before in her life. She always thought, "I'm not fast enough to be a runner." She watched other runners and felt small. She thought, "Maybe I can't do it." This thought lingered in her mind every day. But one morning she woke up feeling different. She decided, "I will try today." Emma put on her old shoes. They were not running shoes, but she didn't care. She felt nervous but excited. Taking a deep breath, she stepped outside. The sun was shining and the air was fresh. She walked to the park. When she got there, she saw other runners. They ran fast. Emma felt slow, but she reassured herself, "That's okay. I'm just starting." She began by walking around the park. At first, Emma just walked. She felt her legs getting tired, her heart beating fast. She wanted to stop, but then she remembered her dream. "Don't give up now," she told herself. So she kept walking. After 30 minutes, Emma felt exhausted but happy. She had started her journey to becoming a runner. The next day, Emma woke up with sore legs. She felt like staying in bed. "Maybe I should rest today," she thought. But then she remembered how good she had felt after walking yesterday. So she put on her shoes and went back to the park. This time she tried jogging. At first her feet felt heavy. Her heart beat faster, but she kept going. After a few weeks, Emma could run for 10 minutes without stopping. She felt stronger. Her legs didn't hurt as much. She was proud of her progress. But one day, something bad happened. While running, Emma tripped and fell. She heard a crack in her leg. Emma had broken her leg. She had to go to the hospital. The doctor told her she couldn't run for many months. Emma felt devastated. "I worked so hard and now I can't run," she thought. For weeks she stayed at home. She couldn't walk or run. She felt like giving up. But one day, Emma looked out the window and saw people running in the park. She remembered her dream. "I can't give up now," she thought. After many months, Emma's leg healed. She started walking again. It was hard at first, but she didn't stop. She walked every day. Slowly, her leg got stronger. One day, Emma felt ready to try running again. She put on her shoes and went to the park. She felt nervous, but started to run. Her legs were shaking, and she was out of breath. But she kept going. "Don't give up," she reminded herself. After months of training, Emma was stronger than ever. She signed up for her first race, a 5-kilometer race in her town. Emma felt nervous. "What if I can't finish?" she thought. But then she remembered her journey. "I didn't give up before, and I won't give up now." On the day of the race, Emma stood at the starting line. There were many people around her. Some were experienced runners, some were new like her. Emma's heart was pounding. The race began, and everyone started running. Emma ran too. At first she felt good. Her legs were strong, her breath steady. But soon she started to get tired. "Maybe I should stop," she thought. But then she remembered all her hard work. "No, I can do this," she told herself. Emma kept running. She could see the finish line ahead. Her heart was racing, her legs were exhausted, but she didn't stop. "Don't give up now," she thought. She ran as fast as she could. When she crossed the finish line, she felt so proud. She had finished her first race. It wasn't easy, but she did it. After that, Emma signed up for more races. Each race was challenging, but she always remembered to keep going. She won some small races in her town. The first time she won, she couldn't believe it. Standing at the finish line, holding her first-place medal, she thought, "I did it." Her heart was full of joy. She felt proud and strong. She had come a long way from the woman who was once too scared to run. Emma's biggest race was a marathon. A marathon is 42 kilometers long. It was the hardest race she had ever attempted. The night before the race, Emma felt nervous again. Can I really do this? She wondered. But she remembered her journey. She remembered the day she broke her leg and how hard it was to walk again. If I can get through that, I can do anything, she thought. On the day of the marathon, Emma stood at the starting line with hundreds of runners. It was a cold morning. Her legs felt shaky and her heart was pounding. When the race began, she started running slowly. She knew this race would be long. After a few kilometers, Emma felt strong. But as the kilometers went by, she started to feel tired. At 30 kilometers, her legs ached, and she felt like stopping. But she thought, I have come so far. I can't stop now. At 40 kilometers, Emma was exhausted. Her legs were burning, her breath short. She could see the finish line, but it felt so far away. Maybe I should stop, she thought. But then she remembered all the races she had finished before. She remembered how proud she felt every time she crossed the finish line. Don't give up, she told herself. With her last bit of energy, Emma ran as fast as she could. She crossed the finish line, and tears filled her eyes. She had done it. She had finished the marathon. People were cheering for her. Her friends and family hugged her. You did it, Emma, they said. Emma smiled. She felt strong, proud, and happy. She had never felt so alive. From that day on, she knew that she could do anything if she didn't give up. She continued to run races, and every time she crossed the finish line, she remembered how far she had come. Emma had turned her dream into reality. She became a champion, not because she was the fastest, but because she never gave up. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share.